Hello and good evening. Welcome to Stamp with Arlena. My name's Arlena Craven and I'm from Langsburg, Michigan. As you may already know, I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and a lover of paper crafting. And I love even more to share it with my friends, family, my friends I have not yet met. So when you hop on, say hello. If you're new, tell me where you're from. I'd love to know that. I am just getting my comments up here. So I have been having difficulty with my internet connection, and it's been really sketchy at best. And I've had to restart my videos multiple times, and very frustrating. However, my husband felt my frustration. I don't know if felt is the right word. He heard my frustration and he got me, what is it, a booster, a Wi-Fi booster? I don't know. But it's supposed to give me a better connection. And so far, it's looking pretty good. I have to say so myself. So, announcement, Stampin' Up! This month is bonus days. So for every $50 you spend, you get a $5 coupon via email. It's a coupon code, and you can redeem that on your purchases next month, August. And yes, you can stockpile them and use them all at once or spread them out, but they have to be used in August. Hello, Nancy. Good to see you. So, hopefully with the new Wi-Fi booster, the connection will be much better. So we will see how that goes. Any other announcements? I'm working on getting my announcement for my fall retreat out to everyone. Had a glitch in my program that I use. It wants me to confirm my email address. I confirm my email address and it's still not working. So stay tuned. Hopefully I will get it done this week so you can have plenty of time to plan for that. I have a coffee and a card event coming up this Sunday locally if you are in the area. It's at Wholesome Grounds Coffee Shop in Langsburg, and we are so happy to be able to partner together and do a community event, and hopefully that will be every month after this. So I am getting messages, and I am just going to do not disturb and go. So hopefully I will not get interrupted again. Sorry about that. All right, tonight we're going to use, well, before I start, I do want to share some happy mail that I got. I don't think it came through on the video on Tuesday, so I do want to show you what I've gotten. And I did find a couple more pieces that I've gotten that I have not shared with you. So I want to do that. We're going to use the Magnolia Mood Bundle tonight, along with other dies, the Unbounded Love dies, and a really fun embossing folder. And I think that's it. So let me point you to my work surface. And there went my connection. I wonder if it has something to do when I move my camera. I don't know. But I'm back. All right. So here's some happy mail I've gotten. So this is a card from my friend in Wisconsin. Her name is Cindy, and she knows I love pink, so she made me this beautiful card. So I was glad she shared that with me. This is a card that I got from Rhonda. It is for the Grand Sales Award. So when it actually opens this way, isn't that fun? Fun fold. And when you're in the Grand Sales Award, that means you've sold over $1,000 in that month. And she always rewards us with a little gift, usually an embellishment or a ribbon. And these are the iridescent faceted gems, which you cannot get right now. They're unorderable, but I think they're supposed to come back out soon. So keep your eye open for that. And then this is a card I got from my friend Cindy. That's King Hopkins. It says, "Be your beautiful self." She loves doing this ink work on her paper. This is not DSP. This is paper she's made herself. So very cool. Hello, Robin. And then she also sent me a 4th of July card, and that is really cool with that embossing. And then all these stripes and the stars, that's a different die, so that's glued on there. So very nice. I want to thank everyone for thinking of me and sending me cards. You know I love it. Okay, another thing I want to show you, my friend Nancy, who's on here, told me about this a while ago, and I have not done it, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to do it live on my video so everyone can see it. So this ink pad is a white ink pad. Actually, it's empty. When you buy the white ink pad, you get the empty pad and you get a bottle of white ink. The white ink is like paint. It's almost like glue. It's very, very, very thick. However, I want to, instead of using this ink pad for black, and you see how it's a cloth pad, I want to use this pad for black. So there actually is a black sticker. So I'm just going to use the one that's just black. Throw that sticker away. Just the black. There's no words on it. And I'm going to put it on the end. This is my black ink pad. Then I'm going to open it up. And this is a sponge pad rather than the cloth pad. And then I'm going to take my Memento ink refill, and I'm going to ink this pad. Now the ink, the dots are staying on top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a plastic spoon, which I do have one in my craft room, just for this reason. And see, these are already worked, really getting it on there. And this is probably going to be juicy the first couple times I use it. But that's okay. All right. Very cool. Now I have a black ink pad. Now this, I don't throw my spoon away. I wipe it off. And I'm going to actually use my chamois and try to get that there we go. Now I can use that spoon again when I re-ink anything else that I have to spread out. So now I have a black ink pad . here we go. I wonder how long I was paused. I hope you saw how I did that ink. I did not see when we paused, so hopefully you got to see most of it. All right, I'm using a half sheet of Bubble Bath cardstock. It's 5.5 by 8.5, scored in the middle at 4 1/4. So I'm going to fold that in half. Yes, okay. Good. I'm glad. Okay. And then I'm going to set this aside. Now I have a piece of white that is actually 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. Hi, Deb. Okay, I'm seeing that my video is fuzzy and it's going out. So the Wi-Fi booster is not working. Okay. So my camera shows that I'm not frozen, but my laptop shows I'm frozen. Not sure what's causing that. Okay, like I said, I'm using the Magnolia Mood stamp set and bundle. And I'm using Unbounded Love, the dies, a couple of them. And Unbounded Love, where is it? You're a True Blessing. Okay, so that's what I'm using. All right. It's all good? Okay, then it's just my laptop that's going nuts. Maybe I just need to refresh that. I don't know. Here we go. All right. So I have my white piece, basic white. It's 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. So I'm just going to have an 1/8" border. Then I want to take this beautiful Magnolia die and I'm going to cut it out, and I want it more toward the top because I want to do a sentiment down here. So, I need my big Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine and plate number 1, the base plate, plate number 2, plate number 3, a cutting plate, all kinds of paper on it. It's time to actually get a new plate. All right, and then I'm going to put my my cutting plate number 3 on top of that, and then I'm going to cut it. Okay. All right. Actually, because it's so intricate, I'm actually going to go through it a couple times, actually 4 times. So this is the second time, and then I'm going back the 3rd time, and then back again. And that way, all those little pieces are going to come out. Okay. All right. And I'm just going to leave it in there right now. I'm going to leave that there. Actually, I want to take the plate number 2 out and leave my cutting plate number 3 in there. And then I want, where'd she go? I am using this beautiful So Swirly embossing folder. It is big. See how big that is? I mean, let me put it down here. Maybe you can see it from the... It is really big. It fits a large piece of cardstock, and it does fit through your machine. It is not a 3D folder, so you don't need to use the 3D plate. So again, you want to put the hinged end in first, and then your cutting plate. And this is the sandwich for regular embossing folders. So the base plate, a cutting plate, the embossing folder with your paper in it, and then the other cutting plate, number 3. All right, then we have, wait for it, and I'm actually going to put this aside. Look at that. Isn't that cool? It's gonna get even better. All right, so now I want to bring this back in, and I wanna use my take your pick tool, and I'm going to punch all these little things out. You could use your brush and roll them out. That's an option. But this seems to work okay for me. So that's what I do. Plus it gives me time to chat with you. Yeah, so Sunday I have a new event called Coffee and a Card, and then I also have my monthly card class coming up a week from Monday. I should show you those cards too. I have those ready to go. Okay. Now the trick is to pull this out without ripping it. It usually does just peel right out and there's nothing left in there, so that's nice. And then I just want to finish poking out anything that's left. Has everyone been stamping, making cards, being creative, doing something this week? Hopefully. Let me know what you've been doing. Robin, I know you've been making cards. You always make cards. Yep, I knew it, Robin. I knew it. How's my cuz, Scott? Is he doing okay? All right. Now, a lot of this is going to be covered up, so I don't care about punching those little ones out in the middle because they're going to be covered up. I'm going to get that there. I'll leave that out. I might need it again. Okay, and then clean this. So, I told Randy before I came up here, I said, I'm going to stay up in the craft room tonight after my live, and I'm going to clean. So hopefully I can get a lot done here. Oh, good. I'm glad he's doing good. So this, I'm just gluing down to my piece of bubble bath. And again, it's only 1/8 of an inch around, not the quarter inch. You might think, Arlena, that looks kind of weird. Well, look what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put this back in there. See how that's gonna be? So I'm gonna glue that down. So I've been inspired to do a Christmas in July class. Yep, I am. Last year, remember, I did the 6 months of Christmas and I started in July. That was fun. It was a lot of work. but it was fun. But I think I'm at least going to do Christmas in July. So that's going to fit right back in there. And I'm just going to hold that down a little bit. And yes, it is flat on there. It's not raised up, so that's cool. All right. Now I want to take this large Magnolia stamp, the large one, which it is pretty big, and I want to stamp in black. Okay, I'm going to try my new black pad. I'm going to see how it works. Hopefully, oh my gosh, look at that. That is a lot of ink. Okay, so I'm actually going to go in the bathroom and run the water off it, or water over it to get that off, because it will ruin my chamois. So hold on just 20 seconds. Okay, so if you're going to do what I did with this white ink pad and put black on it, you will not want to use as much ink as I did when I stamped it. So I'm lightly tapping it now. Wow, that's still a lot of ink. Okay, I am going to take a Kleenex and stamp on it. Ooh, isn't that pretty? Okay, and I am not going to use this tonight because I do not want to mess this up. I am going to use this now, actually. Throw that away. So much for trying a new thing, right? So now I'm going to take my Memento ink pad, Tuxedo Memento ink. It's got so many names. And then, is it gonna fit on here? Apply even pressure. I'm creating with frames and flowers designed in their paper. Ooh, that sounds good. Ooh, isn't that pretty? All right. I've already sprayed this earlier, so it's still wet on the one side. Then I want to cut this out, and no, I am not going to fussy cut it. I'm just cutting off that extra so I can use my mini Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine. And again, it's the base plate, the cutting plate, the paper, and the die is right here in my little tray. And you just line that up. This one's a really easy one to line up. Really easy. I say that and now I'm shaking. Okay. Put your other cutting plate down, run it through. And then we have this beautiful Magnolia Set that aside. Then we want, I'm going to use this frame from Unbounded Love, and I'm going to take a piece of scrap paper. It doesn't take much, it's a little die. And I'm going to cut that. And then I have this, I'm gonna cut it. It's retired paper, but it's white shimmer paper. And I absolutely love it. It sparkles. I don't know if you can see it, sparkle. I'm going to put that in there, and I'm using these sprigs or these flowers that came with the Unbounded Love I think it's Unbounded Love. Let me make sure. Yes, Unbounded Love dies. And I'm going to cut 2 of the dies, but it cuts 2 each, so I'm going to have 4. Thank you, Robin. Okay. Actually, I'm going to put those in my tray so I don't lose them. And then they have these little... See what happens when your plates are all cut up? The paper sticks to them. But they're like that. The sprigs, the branches, the little things of flowers. Okay. Then I can put this away. I think that's all I need. So I went and looked at Mothers of the bride dresses, mother's dresses, whatever you want to call it. Oh my gosh. If I didn't feel like a beached whale or a fat cow, I mean, no, I don't usually talk bad about myself like that, but I tell you, it was frustrating. I'm going to take Bubble Bath, the light Bubble Bath blending pen, and I am going to add a little bit of color into the center there. Just a little bit. Just a pop of color. And then I'm going to put this here. So I'm covering up that magnolia. So really I'm only getting these leaves out there. But I am going to pop this up with dimensionals. My dimensionals, my sheet of them are pretty much gone. But you can always use the border. There's lots more use of these. And I cut them all at the same time just so they're there. And then I want I'm going, oh, it looks like I'm going in and out again. Ugh. Well, guess what's going back to Amazon? Because it isn't working. So yes, I am using a lot of dimensionals on this. I wonder if I'm using the right, no, that's not it. I was going to say, I wonder if I'm using the right internet connection for my laptop. Don't know, I'll have to check it out. There we go. And then I want to poke these out. They have little dots in them. Little dots. So is anyone else crafting besides Robin and I? Nancy, are you crafting? I see other people on here, but I don't see any names. Anybody making any comments? I'd love to know if you're watching. I love to give shout outs to you, and thank you so much for following me. If you will, you can, if you're not already following, you can follow. And if you share this, that would be great as well. Share my page. I would greatly appreciate that. Okay, now I'm going to put glue on the back of this sparkle paper. Maybe. Maybe, maybe not. It's got a little clog in it. Now watch it pour out. Nope, it's not gonna pour out. Come on. It's just gonna add a little bit of sparkle. And then put this one in here. This one. Of course, I want to go right where dimensional is. Right there. And then another little sprig here. So I don't know if Missy and Connie, if you saw Tuesday night's video. I showed the cards we're gonna do for next Monday. Well, a week from Monday. Okay. I'm gonna wipe this glue up before I stick my card in it. Okay, now I'm going to take this label and I'm going to show you something. The center pops out as well as the frame. So very cool. So you got two pieces and I am going to use both of them. So I'm going to take the label part. I have the You're a True Blessing. I'm going to ink that up, and I'm going to try to center it really well. So if my head's in the way, I'm sorry. There we go. And then I'm going to clean that. Hoping you will repeat this sneak peek of your upcoming... I will, Missy. Absolutely. Just for you. Well, Connie-chan. All right. So I'm going to take this frame and I'm going to glue it down. Just the frame part. This frame is so beautiful. It's got... The frame is so beautiful. It's got stitching around it and it's scalloped. It is so beautiful. All right. So I'm going to put just a dot of glue here and there around the frame. And then I'm going to put it down here. Yep, I'm going right over that sprig. That's okay. That is definitely okay. All right. Then I'm going to take dimensionals and I'm going to pop up the label part of it. So it gives it a little bit of dimension. So there's stitching on both the label and the frame. See that? And there's our card. Beautiful, huh? I love this Magnolia Mood set, the bundle. It is just gorgeous. I love it. What do you think? Do you like it? And you could do it with any color. The Highland Heather would be pretty. I was thinking yellow. Oh, yellow would probably be pretty too. That Lemon Lolly. Yes. All right. Now for the sneak peek of our cards for Monday night. So the set, the bundle that I'm using is Spotlight on Nature. I was able to get it before it went out of stock again. So yeehaw. So there's this one. And this one. That's with the basic beige and navy, Night of Navy. And then this one. So I used my blending pen and flecked some spots on it. So if you want to color with blends, you'll want to bring, this is Pretty in Pink and Lemon Lime Twist. For the colors that I used. But you can use any colors for the flowers if you want. But this is Pretty in Pink. The cardstock and everything will be Pretty in Pink. And then that one. And that's the basic beige again. And I just stamped on it and made my own paper. Thank you, Robin. Thank you, Nancy. So hopefully you guys will like these cards. You will make 2 of each for a total of 8. And we will have a fun time again. And I'm sure you guys will be stopping it for ice cream before you come. All right. Put that aside. And I'm going to pop you back up to me. Hello. Thank you.